friends, Mrs. Reed here. I'm back to share another read aloud story with you. So as usual, sit back, relax, and find your comfy spot and be ready to listen. Also, you might notice some things that have changed about where I'm sitting and my reading environment. So the next time we chat about any of these books, just tell me what title book that you're referring to. Today I'm going to read Me First. But every time I read a new story, I'm going to change some things so we can talk about what things have changed. Notice as many things or just even one thing that changed or that's different. Okay, here we go. Me First by Helen Lester. Illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. Pinkerton was pink, plump, and pushy. He would do anything to be first, even if it meant bouncing off bellies, stepping on snouts, or tying other people's tails. Me first, he cried when he had been last in line and finished first down the slide. Me first, he cried at story time, settling his big round bottom with his big head right smack in front of the book. And every day in the school troughateria, or trowateria, they don't eat at a cafeteria, they eat at a trow. Me first rang out. And there was Pinkerton. He doesn't sound like he's being very kind or fair or considerate. One Saturday, Pinkerton's Pig Scout troop went on a day trip to the beach. Pinkerton was first on the bus and sat in the very front row. He was first off the bus. He was first in the water. He was first out of the water and first into the picnic basket. After lunch, the Pig Scouts decided to go off on a hike. Off they went, Pinkerton leading the line, of course. And as the Pig Scouts marched across the sand, they heard a faint voice far off in the distance. The voice called out, "Who would care for a sandwich?" Pinkerton pricked up his pointy ears. Care for a sandwich? Oh yes, me first, he thought. And he began to trot ahead of the others. Oh, Pinkerton. Soon he heard the voice again, closer and louder this time. Who would care for a sandwich? Me first, said Pinkerton, kicking up the sand and leaving the other Pig Scouts far behind. His imagination almost burst. Peanut butter, jelly, 2 tomatoes, 7 pickles, a slab of cheese, a blob of mayo, and a big smear of mustard, all for me first. Who would care for a sandwich? That's what he's imagining, I'm guessing. Now, at a full gallop, Pinkerton shrieked, "Me first, me first!" Over a sandy hill he flew, and kerplop! He landed face to face with a small creature with a bump on her nose and fur on her toes. "I'm glad to see you," she cackled. "I'm sure you heard me coming." Me first, that's that's what I heard. I guess you really would care for a sandwich. Look what he found. Oh, yes indeed, replied Pinkerton. He jumped up and down so fast that his teeth were jiggling. Good, crackled the small creature. Pinkerton waited. 1 second, then 2 seconds, then 3 seconds. Well, he asked. Well, what? Said the small creature. The sandwich, begged Pinkerton. Where's the sandwich? The small creature curtsied. You're looking at her. She went on. I'm the sandwich, and I live in the sand. And you said you were going to care for a sandwich. So here I am. Care for me. All Pinkerton could say was, but I... Taking no notice, the sandwich continued on. You said me first. You wanted to be the first to care for me. Well, congratulations. Now, just come along to my sandcastle. She grabbed Pinkerton firmly by the sleeve and led him around a few bends, meaning turns. That's a pretty awesome castle. Before he could say, but I, again, the gate to her castle closed. All right, my pink, plump, pushy one. Now you care for me. You may have the honor of being the first to powder my nose and comb my toes. Seeing no way out, Pinkerton powdered her nose and he combed her toes. Next she crowed, you may be the first to put my supper in a bucket and feed it to me with a shovel. Pinkerton looked around. He had no choice, so he put her supper in a bucket and he fed her with a shovel. I don't think I'd want to eat my supper out of that bucket. Rubbing her tummy, the sandwich spoke on. Finally, you have the privilege of being the first to wash my dishes and sweep my castle and do my laundry and curl my hair and tuck me in. You may be the first to tell me a bedtime story. Pinkerton's got a lot going on. Pinkerton washed the dishes and he swept the castle. And he did the laundry and he curled her hair and he tucked her in. The sandwich stretched and yawned loudly. Now the story. I need my story. Pinkerton was so tired he could barely speak. I don't know any stories, he whimpered. Then how about making something up? Oh, how about something concerning a pushy pig who always wanted to be first? Pinkerton sighed, and he began. Once upon a time, there was a pig who lived and that always wanted to be first until one day he met a very wise sandwich. a wise and beautiful sandwich who showed him that first was not always best. Ah, cackled the sandwich. She gave Pinkerton a slow, serious, meaningful wink. Have you learned something? Oh, yes, 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 said Pinkerton. I promise I have. Well, in that case, thanks for the care. Goodbye and good luck. She opened the gate and Pinkerton sped out as fast as he could. He didn't even notice the delicious sandwich that she was holding out for him. Go, Pinkerton, go. He was just in time to catch the bus. On he scooted, pink, plump, and glad to be last. I hope you enjoyed today's read aloud story and join me for another one next time. Bye, guys.